Is it risky to travel by bus without documents? Regardless of what no documents means, no status. Whatever you mean by that, this comes up often. It's a really good question because theoretically, we've already covered traveling by plane and discussed that. Starting March 2025, our TSC starts sharing data on undocumented immigrants. Specifically, internal travel led to detaining undocumented immigrants, who soon became the primary focus. For example, tourist visa holders who married, overstayed, and were awaiting adjustment. Their I 130 and I 485 applications led to detention because of this. Remember that story about the girl from Belarus flying from Puerto Rico? Yeah, so we've gone over all this 100 times before. So, about buses, I'm actually a port authority right now, and I just got here by bus. I was traveling upstate New York. Sometimes I travel by bus, sometimes it's more convenient than driving or flying. And I must say, buses vary. For example, I once took a bus from Nogales. Our town is on the border with US and Mexican sides. I traveled from Nogales through Tucson to Phoenix. It was easier than renting a car. There was border patrol there, just like when I traveled in Florida. For example, when I go to upstate New York, there's no border patrol. I'm in Porto Ferretti. You often see armed guys here, military or police with real guns. None are around right now, though. I've never seen ICE here. Ferretti, correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, when I go to upstate New York, I avoid Buffalo and the border, but I still go pretty close to that area, right by the Canadian border, where CBP and Border Patrol should be, but they aren't. So, what I'm getting at is if you're fearful of flying on a plane for any reason, or if it's just an irrational fear you can't control, and you're planning to travel by truck or bus, make sure you don't run into Border Patrol. I gave you examples of where they are and aren't, but it's just a drop in the ocean. Make sure that your route doesn't cross paths with them in any way, because otherwise it's going to be very unpleasant and painful. Can they check you? Yes, they can check you, and all the consequences that come with it. Basically, let me repeat, I just got off the bus and I've traveled like this more than once. There isn't Border Patrol everywhere, even though New York is a border state, and technically we're always within that 100-mile zone from the border. Well, not everyone, but for the most part, we fall under that definition. And remember, within 100 miles of the border, anywhere, whether it's in Costa, Porto Forte, or wherever, CBP can check your documents to see if you have legal status. Good luck to everyone. Bye.